Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to an episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm super excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new episode for your Monday, and welcome to 2024. I hope you all are doing fantastic, and wow, I can't believe we're already here. We're here for another Marriage Monday with you this morning, evening, afternoon, whenever it is when you're listening. Savannah, my beautiful co-host, is joining us today for the show. Are you excited to be here?
Always.
What is your take on 2024? We're speaking into the future because we're recording this in 2023.
What do you mean my take?
We walked to sit down to record, and Savannah said, "This is our last show of 2023," and I was like, "It's actually the first show of 2024."
But it's also our last show of 2023 because
it's the last show to be recorded in 2023.
So it's simultaneously.
Yeah, it's working as both, which is pretty wild. You heard the last show of 2023 that was released was with Sam Badgett out of Georgia. That was an awesome show that we released on Friday, and now we're here on Monday. A lot has happened over the weekend, and I hope that you all are starting the new year off right, getting certain things in order that you want to get in order. It's that time of year comes that you get here and the new year hits you in the face, and you're like, man, where did last year go? Where did last year go for us? It flew by. I mean, we watched our kid turn 1 last year. It was the whole year essentially. I mean, he was only 3 months old going into 2023. So, it's been wild. We saw so much progression in Jack's life and business, family, marriage, everything that went along with it. It was a wild year.
Yeah.
Should we do like a 5-minute recap of the year as a whole? In January,
every show we do something.
No, but I mean, first, start to end. We started with Podcast Summit. Went to Ohio for Podcast Summit. Jack was still a baby.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was middle of January. Remember? Was
it?
Yep.
Okay.
Flew to Ohio. Did Podcast Summit, and then went to the beach in February.
We did,
and then we came back and started work, and we worked solid March, April, May, June. We had trades in July. And I think we sprinkled in. We went to Vegas at some point in there.
We did go to Vegas.
We went to the beach once or twice, and man, work hit us in the face. We had a good spring. We were very, very busy in the spring, which was good. It was a lot of figuring out employee situations and things like that, delegating. We've talked extensively about all of that on the show, so we're not going to get into that today. But then went into July. We had trades, and then August, September flew by.
Jack turned 1.
We had Equip. We had LAL. And then we had Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Are forgetting your two most talked about things on this podcast that happened last year in our life.
What?
How are you forgetting literally two things that took up last year?
Brighter Bends.
We started Brighter Bends and we did 75 Hard.
Oh, yeah, 75 Hard.
You talk about 75 Hard on here like it's the newest and greatest in our whole life every time.
Yeah, that is wild. I did forget about 75
Hard. We did 75 Hard and started Brighter Bends.
Yeah, Brighter Bends was
of all of that.
Was a wild. We have not done an entire show on that. We should do an entire show on the whole process. We started in May. When you think that's when the business was started.
We were sitting at the beach and you registered it as a business with the state. And I remember being like, okay.
Yeah, we're all in at this point.
No going back. We didn't get things up and going until what, August, September?
Yeah, we cleaned our first cans in September.
Yeah. Because all of our quarterly people just rolled back around.
Yep. We just did our quarterly cleans, which is awesome. We've only lost 2 customers to date, so that was cool. One of them was just strictly, I think we're actually probably going to save them. The other one, they just didn't want the service anymore. So, that's good.
Good info for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's not, it's not pertinent. We're not.
No, I didn't know it. So.
Yeah. So,
good.
But yeah, it was a wild year. 75 Hard was a big chunk of the year, a quarter of the year almost. 2, or is it 2? What is that? It's 2.5 months.
Yeah.
So almost a quarter. Yeah.
Right smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle. That was wild. If you're new to the show and you didn't hear about that, go back to
don't
shows
worry.
in the summer.
It won't be hard. You just pick a show and you've got a 75% chance of hearing Jeremiah talk about it.
From when? May to July?
Yes.
Is that when that? Yeah. So that time period, you're going to hear us talk about it a lot. But man, it's wild. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that came out of that. It was a very rewarding, but also very tough time. Mm-hmm. We learned a lot. We grew through it. And so that kind of puts us fast forward to now, heading into 24. I mean, this is New Year's Day. Like, if you're listening live, you're listening on New Year's Day. This is January 1.
So this is 75 hard round 2?
No. What are you talking about? Oh, you're saying like us doing it again?
Yeah.
We're not announcing that. No way.
We played with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I thought about it.
This time of year, I don't think we could do it outside.
Yes, we could.
I don't.
It would not be bad.
I don't want to do it this time of year outside.
I would rather do it. No, I wouldn't rather do it because we can do evening stuff in the summer and it wouldn't
I think
that bad.
if I were to ever do it again, which we will, I would start it in like mid-September.
Yeah, do it in the fall.
Do it in the fall.
We can't do it in the spring.
Yeah,
we can't do it in the summer again.
Yeah,
it was too crazy.
Maybe like
it was too
September
hectic.
1st, like right, because then you could be done for the holidays.
Yeah, you got to get, if you can get it right, like finish right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you got to think about, you got to plan this thing like knowing the time of year.
You truly do. You got to, I mean, you got to think about where you're going to be. Are you going to be traveling?
Right.
All that stuff comes into play. And when you're talking about it taking up almost a quarter of the year, that does go into consideration. So
anyways, January 1st.
Heading into the new year, we've sat back and kind of talked about some of the things that we want to do this year and how we want to change and grow our business and grow our life. And we've got a lot of things to kind of hammer down on. I think 2023 was the year of expansion, kind of dreaming and trying to take action on some of that.
Yeah.
As far as
what do you mean expansion?
Like starting Brighter Bends, doing a little more with the podcast, doing some other social media avenues of creating content to generate income down the road. It was just a bunch of trial and error, like trying to get things started.
Like 23 was like our say yes. Like we just went at it and did everything we could. Like we were not saying no to
we didn't say no
anything.
to very much. We did a lot. And I think that's a good thing and a bad thing. It stretches you thin. It stretches you very, very thin, paper thin. And maybe some would say saran wrap thin. I mean, like really, really thin. And so we did that, and then we've kind of recouped and talked about this year to come. And I think we're going to go into this year with a little different mindset of hammer down on a few key things that we want to take and run with. And we talked about this on a couple shows ago that, like, your millionaire typically has different sources of income, but they go to those sources after they find one, hammer down on it, and then they create the time and the freedom to go build those other sources. Yeah. And for us, that's kind of how we're sitting back and looking at the new year ahead is we've got to find where our time is best spent and stop chasing a bunch of rabbits and kind of hammer down on one or two things that we want to spend our time on first off, but then also that we feel like will bring us good return.
Yeah. I think this past year was essential for us and where we need to go and where we want to go. As crazy and hectic as it was, saying yes to everything, served a purpose that we didn't know it would serve in showing us maybe like our weaker points or the areas that maybe we spread ourselves a little too thin in and that we need to kind of turn around this year and really hone back in on and hammer down in and where we want to put more of our focus. So I think that's like one thing that we've learned from this year going into next year is kind of what we can't stretch ourselves thin with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, there are certain areas that we don't want to get imbalanced. We don't want to get out of line again because we did a lot of that. And again, I'm not don't come at me here. I'm not reopening this, but there's people that are listening to the show that have not heard 75 Hard podcast. So I'm not getting into this. But I'm saying that like that time period took us, it stretched us so thin that we found a lot of our weaknesses where we lacked in areas where we didn't make up for each other's faults. And so this year we talked about just like how do we want to do that. I definitely what is the word? Not precise, but like I want to be more I want to hammer down harder on things and stick to things that we say we're going to do. Because like with
a
75
little more,
hard,
like tunnel vision.
yeah,
Like,
I guess you could say, and just like devoted to do what we
discipline.
say. Yeah, discipline might be
yeah.
a good word there. Because when we started 75 hard, we said we're doing this, and we did it.
Yeah.
And that is just rare. I feel like it's rare that you actually do that and stick to it. Like, do that about something that is actually big or like an accomplishment or it's challenging.
Right.
And actually stick to it the whole way through. If you say you're going to read your Bible every day or you're going to read a book or take an ice bath or whatever it is, it's hard to actually stick through it. Like, it's not easy.
Well, 75 hard is one of those things. You know, this is a great time to talk about it, a time that we should have looked it up. The acronym for goal setting is like, you know, making it be like attainable,
SMART goals?
realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what 75 hard is. And when you you're not going to succeed in goals if you don't do that. And so I think that's a lot of these open-ended, I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to do this or whatever the case may be. A lot of times that's why you don't succeed, whatever your definition of succeed is with them. But 75 hard is one of those that like, it is, which is, I think, part of the reason that
you're saying like you have things like hammered out, like there are certain definite things you do.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just keep talking. I'm just going to look it up, and then I'll tell you how it.
Well, SMART goals. We've talked about SMART goals.
Well, I don't
recently.
remember what it all means.
Measurable, attainable,
specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. 75 hard, very specific. What you got to do, black and white. It's measurable. You can tell.
You can
whether
see success,
you can see success. It's achievable. Obviously, it's achievable. People have done it. It's day by day. It's one day at a time. Realistic. It is very realistic if you make it a priority for yourself. And it's timely. It's not open-ended. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. It's for these 75 days. I'm going to do this every single day. Boom. That's why it's achievable. And a lot of times, we don't put the time and effort into backing our goals with, like, smart.
So goals. I think that is good because I think this is it's a mindset shift you should take onto all things going into this year and just the rest of your life. Like whatever point of the year you're listening is, even if it's not the new year and you're listening down the road, like if you want to go to the gym more, like then say you're going to go to the gym every day for 30 days for 30 minutes a day. And like,
but here's the thing about that is if I feel like this is the goals talk that's been done so many times that everybody does that, you know, we might be, I don't know, beating a dead horse. If you're setting a new goal and you've never been to the gym before, don't say, I'm going to go to the gym every single day for 30 days for 30 minutes every day. Well, is that totally realistic for you?
It Probably is. I did 75 hard.
Okay, but that was different. Like, are you saying you want to go to the gym for 30 days and then never go again? Or are you saying, I'm going to do this for my life? I'm making a life change. Because that's this whole thing. Is this a goal or is this a life change? Because I feel like sometimes those can be different. Like you can set a goal, you know, mark it, achieve it, whatever, and move on with your life. Yeah. Or you can say you want to implement changes in your life that don't necessarily end.
They're short-term and long-term. There are...
But, like, if you're making a life change and you've never, you know, like, I don't know. I guess gym is the easiest one.
Yeah.
But, like, is it totally realistic that you're going to go every single day for 30 minutes a day? No.
Well, no, it's realistic that you will. It's not realistic that you'll continue to do that. That's the thing.
Sure. So that's what I'm saying.
Because that is 75 hard.
Like, if it's a life change, don't do that to yourself. Like, you know, think about realistically where you're at, where you want to be. You make small steps to get there, you know?
Yeah, you want them to be big goals. I mean, you don't want to just take a cupcake walk either.
Achievable and, you know, realistic is like, something that I don't know. I'm having a stroke.
No, I mean, it is good.
Don't set yourself up for failure. Like, if you want to succeed and you want to do it and you want to make a real change in your life, then don't try to go balls to the walls for the month of January and get burnt out February 1st. Say you want to go 3 times a week. See how that goes. See how that feels. Good. Get you consistent. It takes 3 weeks to create a habit of going three times a week. Then slowly increase as you move forward. Like, there's no reason you got to go all out the first week of January because that's the quickest way to get burnt out.
And I think you also have to learn how are you going to bounce back from failure. Like, if you go for the first 3 weeks of January and then you miss a week, are you going to let that determine whether you stop doing it or you push through and move on?
Yeah.
That was one of my biggest complaints with 70 Hard when we did it, was I was in this group and saw all these people doing it, and they would fail on day 37 and they would miss something, they would miss their water or something, and then they were like, their life would be over.
They just quit.
They would just quit.
Which is like, yeah, you didn't necessarily succeed in the challenge.
Did you achieve every single thing in there? Absolutely not. You quote on. I mean, yeah, technically by the rules you failed, but you changed your life for 37 days and have the potential to change your life forever. And so why would you let something like that, missing your water intake or missing the gym one day on your New Year's resolution or whatever it is, reading a book? If you fall asleep reading a book, and you said you were going to read 10 pages, but you didn't, and you failed, why would you let one little failure knock you down and not get back up?
I think that's easiest. You look at that in every single aspect. Like, success isn't, necessarily a short thing. What is it that they say? Like, it's not linear, or it's not, like, you're going to have points where if you pull back and look at the bigger picture, it's not, you don't just go straight up. Like, you're going to go up, and you're going to go down, you're going to go back, and you're going to go forward a little bit. Like, you have to pull back and look at the big picture and of your life and where you're going. And, like, if you're overall making progress, then, like, that's what matters, because you're going to have setbacks. You're going to have, days where you don't feel like you're doing enough, or like you've air quote, failed, or however you want to deem that. But as long as you're making effort to move forward and progress, then that's what counts, and that's what matters. It's not always necessarily going to feel like it when you look at that day,
100%. I mean, it's one of those things that you have to take, and there has to be building blocks in place. If you don't put building blocks in place to get you to this point, then you're never going to get to the point if you don't start building a foundation early. You all heard the acronym. The skyscrapers are not built in a day. Like, they spend a huge chunk of the time building the foundation. They dig deep, they take a lot out, they put a lot of building blocks in place, literally, physically putting blocks in place to build this thing. And if you expect to see huge change this year, it has to start small, and you have to put things that you can actually attain in place. So for us, I think that is a lot of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a lot of just kind of resetting and hammering out certain things we want to do. We're going to make them attainable. We're going to make them achievable. But at the same time, we're going to make them big, and we're going to make sure that we're building along the way. And it's goals that it's steps on the way that we're going to increase. You don't want to just do the same thing over and over and over again and never grow along the way. You have to be able to, as you progress through life and business, then you have to be building and growing. And it doesn't have to be scaling. It doesn't have to be that if that's not the way you want to go. But it needs to be refining systems, putting better people in place, whatever that is for you. Make sure you're hammering down and doing that. And maybe it is the gym. If it is the gym, then awesome. Rock with it. But find something that makes a difference and just push after it. And so for us, I mean, what are some specifics do you want to share that we're going to kind of work on this year? We're putting a big focus on the landscape company there as far as trying to automate it the best way that we can, put people in place to go out and run things without me having to be out there every single day. Definitely the mowing side. I still want to do some of the landscape.
Well, I think correct me if I'm wrong, like, you're trying to grow the mowing side, like, not just get it to where you cannot be there, but you're actively trying to grow.
Yes, I do want to grow this year, but I have said that even if we don't grow top line this year a ton, I want this year to be a major focus on building a team and putting people in place. And so hopefully in turn, if we put like building blocks, like we're saying, we build the team first, then a result of that will be us growing, taking on more customers, growing top line revenue, all of those things. And so hopefully we can stick to that, and that will be a result of it. But that's not going to be my number one priority, is just scaling to scale. It's going to be putting a team in place. Once we have that team in place, then if we decide to grow, then we take it and run with it and see where it goes. But it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of effort, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be There's going to be a lot of long nights. I already know that going in. It's going to be something that we're sacrificing for the greater good, for the goal down the road. We talked about the land we're purchasing. There's going to be a lot of probably a lot of stressful days and nights just figuring out how to set all that up, how to get all that taken care of, trying to get us in there before the spring rush. So there's a lot ahead. What?
Have we talked about that?
What?
The land?
Yeah, we did on the last episode. It was the one before Christmas we did. So we didn't do a Christmas episode. We did it the one before that. So
okay.
Still nothing set in stone. We're still in limbo. But we'll see. Hopefully everything will come to a close in January at some point, and then we can kind of share specifics and details and all that once that happens. But, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. And we definitely want to take Brighter Bends and grow it some more. But we have to focus on growing green.
Yes.
Because that is the single source of revenue that is going to grow us the most right now. It's going to help us put other things in place because we are established with growing green. We've put a lot of time and money and effort into that. I'm not going to sit here and let that thing die.
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to let that die to do something else, to chase a bunch of rabbits. So this year we're going to hammer down on the landscape business pretty hard. We're definitely going to grow Brighter Bends as well. It might come down to delegating people to help us do that more. But
yeah, I mean, I think our goal with Brighter Bends is going to have to be so much awareness.
Yeah, it's a lot of brand awareness.
We got to get in front of people, and I think that's what our number one thing. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Going into 24 is just we've got to get out there. We got to get in front of people, and we already talked about but you've already talked about being more established with growing green, but the reality of that and growing green is there hasn't even been much effort made into marketing or whatever for that. Yeah. So yes, but really more so for Brighter Bends, trying to get out there in front of people and whatever, seeing how you do it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I think there's so many different things. So have you even talked about reffing on here? Because I think that's a lot more of your work right now than you lead on to be.
I mean, I guess it takes up time.
4 days a week.
Well, yeah, mainly because it was tournaments this past couple weeks.
But
yeah,
even
I ref high school basketball. I coached for years, and you're out of the frame there, sister. You got to lean the other direction.
Well, that's your fault. Move it.
Nope. The camera's centered.
I am comfortable.
Well, you're gonna have to move back this way. So
I will later.
Well, when you say your good tip in a minute that you've been holding on to, you're not going to be in the frame for us to get a good clip of.
I don't have a good tip.
Okay, well, all right, guys. Well, if you ever try to do camera stuff with Savannah, she is not going to cooperate and follow the rules. So I guess we'll just put it out here now and.
Well, fix it. The camera's supposed to follow me. Why am I?
Well, because
that's
you're
your big fancy camera. It follows you. It focuses on the person.
Because you're not moving. It's just stuck there. Because you moved out of the frame. The camera doesn't need to follow you. If it follows you, then I'm out of the frame.
Look, I'm in the frame. Ooh,
yeah, so stay there.
Oh,
then
no,
I'm out.
Follow me.
Because it's not going to cut me out. It knows I'm the face of the thing here. You can't get rid of me.
I literally don't have any words for that. I cannot.
Oh, my goodness. I ref high school basketball, guys, and that is a big chunk of my time this time of year. I do it in the wintertime. I love it. Because it
also takes up weekend days sometimes. You have meetings.
Rarely.
You have meetings.
Yeah.
It is a time commitment. You can't argue that.
It's probably
it's
probably 6 to 8 hours a week. Maybe 10.
What?
Yeah, it's probably 10.
If you do 2 games one day, that's at least 4 hours. At least. You're never getting under there under 4.
I guess that is true. Well, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it depends on how close you are from home.
You leave
okay,
here.
We're not getting into all that.
That's fine. But I know how many hours.
Maybe 15 hours a week. 15 to 20.
It's a part-time job right now.
Yeah, okay,
outside
whatever.
Of it's a part-time job. Outside of the
podcast,
outside of the landscape, outside of...
But I don't do it for the money. I make a little bit of money.
I mean, it's not...
Yeah, it's not terrible money, but I enjoy it. I was telling you the other day, I love it.
You got to your first varsity game.
Yeah, I started 2 years. I started last year. This is my second year doing it, and it's one of those things you don't like. You move up pretty slowly.
You don't get to walk in the door and ref a big varsity game. You start with the middle school kids.
You start with middle school and you work your way up, and so I've done a pretty good bit of varsity and junior varsity this year, which is fun. So it's good basketball. It's entertaining. It's competitive, which is why I enjoy it. And so that's what I am doing this year. So time will free up in February when that's over. It won't free up. It'll just go to something else.
Correct. Does your time ever free up? No, because you just find something else to fill it.
Yeah. You got to stay busy. But
do you?
Where were we even going with that? Why did you interrupt me?
We were talking about like really honing in on growing green and brighter bins, like focusing on those more. And I just started thinking about all these other little rabbits that we've been chasing and dealing with this year that we're not, I don't know, you don't have the ability to say no. I've decided like it's not in your vocabulary.
That's not true.
But it is in mine. So I'll help you say no.
I have the ability. I just want to do most things.
When was the last time you said no to something? Yeah.
That's actually a good point.
That's a great point. You're welcome. There's my tidbit I've been holding on to.
And the camera didn't even get you. You weren't in the frame.
Jeremiah in 2024 is going to learn to say no. It might be me behind the phone saying no.
The year of no.
But in a way, in a small way, it will be our year of
Is that the title of the year of the title of the show? The year of no.
That's terrible. The year of no. Yeah, a little bit, because we are going to say no to some things to really nurture what we have, because we are not going to go anywhere if we don't pump the brakes a little bit, turn around, look in the mirror, and say, what are we doing with what we already have on our plate?
Are you feeling stuck in the slow lane of business growth, wondering how to assemble a dream team that propels your business forward? Or perhaps putting in the hustle but not seeing the financial results that you crave? We get it. But guess what? We've got the game-changing event you've been waiting for. Get ready for the LCR Summit, your ultimate experience to get answers and take action. Join industry titans Keith Kalfas, John Pajak, Marvin Salcido, Paul Jameson, Mr. Producer, and Jeremy Vest in dynamic workshops on marketing, team building, and company culture. Budgets, break-evens, and bottom lines, podcasting, and YouTube content creation designed to kick your business into high gear. Picture this: 2 days of hands-on interactive sessions in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia at the Creators Clubhouse on January 19th and 20th. Limited seats ensure an engaging experience, so you're not just attending, you're participating, collaborating, and transforming. Oh, and did we mention a special bonus? Brace yourselves for Jonathan Potoshnik, the lawn care millionaire, delivering a keynote that's worth the price of admission alone. LCR Summit event host Naylor Taliaferro says, I wish this event existed when I started my business. It's a unique opportunity to connect with industry leaders and invest in the future growth of your business. Click the link in the episode description or head straight to lcrsummit.com to snag your seat before they sell out. And by the way, tickets are fully refundable because, hey, we get it. Business emergencies happen, and when there's snow, you gotta go. So invest in your future, worry-free. Here's to the clear skies and bright future of your business. We'll see you January 19th through the 20th at the LCR Summit, lcrsummit.com.
No, I agree. I mean,
that's where
we've loaded it with a lot. It's like Thanksgiving dinner right now.
We've got a Thanksgiving feast on our plate right now. And it's not even all on there yet. Dessert is coming. We don't even have the land, all of that. You started it. I don't know, but it's all on there, and it's still coming. We don't even know what 24 has to hold yet.
Yeah.
And our plate is already Thanksgiving. Like, we're double plated, like, because it's so heavy.
We got 2 styrofoam plates.
We have 2 paper plates because it's so heavy. We can't afford the China.
No, we're not to China.
We're just on paper plates.
We're on plastic
But we have a
cords.
couple of them.
Yeah.
They're just,
I'm kind of like a dull spoon.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
man.
the fork and the knife. You are the dull spoon.
What should we give insight to that? The dull spoon is like, have you ever tried to cut something? Is in that?
No, you're butchering it. I don't know.
But
something about everyone has a purpose. Like you can't cut the steak, or it was French toast or something. Which do you really need a fork and a knife for? Anyways. Like, if you have a steak, you can't cut the steak with just a knife or just a fork. You need the fork and the knife. So, like, it takes both members of the team to achieve the goal, whatever.
So, I should be the fork.
No, I'm the fork and the knife. That's what was she saying? She was like, yeah, you're a dull spoon.
So Savannah is the dull spoon in our relationship. I am the fork and the knife.
Absolutely not.
And the I mean, no, I guess you can't do that. I was gonna say
What?
You could be a spork, but that still serves no purpose.
Sporks are the most pointless utensils on the planet.
Nah, certain things they're good for.
What? When would you ever need a spoon to pose as a fork?
A sport? Okay, no, like I'm trying to think, like some
try to think of
SpaghettiOs
it.
or something, or like noodles.
A spoon
Eating
is
ramen?
fine.
No, like they fall all over the place.
What did the mini fork things at the end of it really
It's gonna
do
grab
for the
noodles. It's gonna grab them and hold
As
them on
does
to
your spoon when you scoop it up.
They slide off. What are you talking about?
They slide off. What kind of spoon is it? Like a spatula type situation? Like
Okay,
why are they?
what?
Don't make me look stupid. You're the one that's not making sense.
Noodles like slide off. You have to like.
Are we talking about SpaghettiOs or spaghetti?
No, I'm talking about spaghetti, like ramen.
Okay. Well, then you use a fork and you twist it around.
But then you don't get any juice with it.
Then
That's where a spork comes into play.
No.
Get off me, mic drop. I'm done.
When have you ever used a
on
spork
to the
in
next.
your
Oh,
life?
I haven't used one.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know they're beneficial.
No. There's no reason for a spork.
If anybody wants to send me a spork,
Don't. I'm throwing it away.
Send it to.
I'm throwing it away.
Address.
Anyways.
This is going to be the year of no for us. It's going to be a year of just hammering down.
Oh, please. No. Say that one more time.
No,
I'm going to record it.
Actually, we already stopped recording.
Nope. You said it. You said
This is
it
gonna
on
be a
recording. It's
year
the
of
year of
potential
no.
no's.
I'm going to come back and I will replay this episode. What minute is this? 35 or 36?
This is going to be the year of potential no's.
You said it. This is like, for
It's
me.
not. It doesn't have to be no. It has to be using time better with the things that we have.
Which means saying no to other things.
No, it just means.
Which just means we're never going to go to sleep.
It means stop wasting time. I waste time on Facebook and Instagram now. I waste time
watching SWAT.
Yeah, doing stuff around the house, watching TV together.
That's not wasting time.
What?
I wake up doing stuff around the house.
I'm not like cleaning. I'm just saying like things
what
that
else
I do around the house.
Oh, what else do you do around the house?
Oh, you want to start that laundry list? Yeah, you don't want to be exposed on the air.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Radio silence is not good. We do. Everyone wastes time in their day.
Oh, the camera moved.
Yeah, well, because of you.
I didn't move.
You moved out of the frame again.
I've been sitting.
This is impossible. People, if we release this full video on the air, on the air, like we're on the radio, people are gonna be like, "What are y'all doing with your life?" I think people are already asking that now.
Probably.
They're like, "Don't ever take goal advice from them. Don't ever do any of that." It's gonna be a process, guys. We'll take you along with us. But I'm gonna get better about using my time more wisely. That's a fair statement.
Yeah.
You need to get better about using your time more wisely, like we all do.
I think I'm not gonna be like, okay, so here's a perfect example of like slightly knowing your limits. One of my goals this year is to be more organized with my time. It is very easy for me to feel overwhelmed with things like to do or that need to get done. That's just something I'm working on. So one of my things I'm going to do this year is on Sundays, I'm going to sit down and look at what has to happen for the week. And I'm going to like divide that up because everybody that knows our situation knows that the day of the week I work at the hospital is different every week. Like it is physically impossible for me to have every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, et cetera, look the same. So that's out the door. But the days, like the amount of time I'm home is usually the same. It just might look a little different based off the day of the week. So I can still go through every Sunday night and say, this is what has to get done. Okay, I'm going to break it up onto, what I want to get done on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. And then it will help me I'm a kind of person that loves crossing things off the list. So like when I get to, I feel more productive that way because I'm intentional about my time. And, this might be against what we're talking about, but I think other moms might relate to this, struggle a little bit when I just want to like relax for 10 minutes, like when I don't want to be running around the house, because there's something that could always be done around this house. But it's not wrong for me to want to like take a breath, especially if like me and Jack are having a day. So by me categorizing my time, breaking things down, saying, you know, I've already gotten all this done today. That's all I had on my list. Like, it's okay if I sit here for 10 minutes. It also takes a little guilt out for me of knowing that like I get to use this time to rest. So I'm looking forward to that aspect of my intentions for this year. I mean, I have some other obviously personal things that I'm working on. But that's one example. Like, I'm not going to sit there and try to like, you know, get my planner out and time block every hour of the day, because that's just not realistic for me. I will fail. Like, if I try to do that, if I set that as a goal for myself of saying I'm going to, you know, time block, and at this time I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. every morning and I'll do this, and this, that will not happen for me. So I'm not even going to try. Like, that sounds bad to say, but I'm going to set
with the situation, with your work situation right now, that's just not, it's not possible yet.
I'm going to set myself up for success in the goals. Like, I think that's something I can do. I think it will help me out. I think it will put me on the path that I want to be on for who I want to be and what we want to accomplish this year. So I'm going to implement it.
Yeah. And we haven't even talked about it yet, but we're going to do like that. You sitting down on Sunday night is going to be us together. Like, we're both going to sit and have like together? A Sunday night meeting about the week ahead.
You're going to do it with me?
Yeah, we have to. Like, we have to both be on the same page about where the week's going. And there's 52 weeks in a year. Like, that's not, it's 52 meetings. That's not that many meetings at the end of the day. Like, it's not.
Wow.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And so the same way that we've been doing our Monday meetings for 3 months now. Yeah. I mean, that's the day we sit down and do our finance meeting. And it's like, we're going to do both of that now. We're going to have one Sunday and we're going to have one Monday, and that Monday one's going to continue because that's the start of the week. The bank account's live at that point, new transactions post, all of that. So it's a good time to review the previous week, and a good time and it's a good way to stay on top of your finances, not get too far behind. Like, that's I don't want to do like once a month because you forget where you go, where your money went.
Yep.
Doing it every single week, you can and
you can implement changes if you need to.
Yeah, you can go case by case. Week, literally day by day, week by week. And so by doing that on Sunday, it's also going to allow us to put things in place to do that and kind of just work, like I said, week by week, case by case. And I'm sitting here looking at this calendar on the wall that I talked about on my Instagram stories the other day.
Stressful. No, that ain't me.
No, it's awesome. We're going to fill that thing out.
I love that for you.
We're going to fill it out today, actually.
Are we?
Yeah. And because it's literally got all 12 months right there. You're going to be able to plan out so much and see it all, and it's going to be visual. Every time I sit on my desk, it's going to be visual. Why would you not like that? What do you not like about it?
That is
what stresses you out?
So much in your face at one time.
No, but it gives you an opportunity to, like, one, you should never double book yourself because you get everything. Like, you can put everything on a 12-month or on a digital calendar, Google Calendar. We have done that, and we still continue to do that because we have our phones accessible more than we have this one on the wall. But I'm in the office quite a bit every day at a minimum, once a day. And this calendar, I'll post it on my Instagram if you haven't seen it. We'll put up a post today. But
it's too small. The days are too small.
There's another one that's popular on TikTok right now.
It needs to be like double that size.
It's like the Big A calendar. Does it though?
Yes.
Why?
Because no, it's too small.
You can see everything on there that you need to see though. I don't want my day-to-day activities. For this, I'm talking about trips, vacations, work events.
So what are you going to do? Have a little like color-coded sheet and then fully color in the days with the color of the trip or something? Like if we're taking a personal trip that first week in May, the whole thing going to be colored blue.
Yeah.
And a work trip in July, that's all going to be colored green. Yeah,
that's a great way. That's a great color-coded way to do it. Like, because that way, when you look at it, you know that's already off. Like, it keeps you from that was my problem last year with scheduling, was we had so much work coming in. I was trying to literally find days that when we could get it done, and I would just tell customers, oh, we'll do it in 3 weeks or we'll do it in 4 weeks. And I got so behind that way because I didn't have something like this to work off of where I could just flip around my chair, look and say, oh, we're booked that week. We have that week. It's already booked, or we're out of town. We can't do it until we get back. The earliest we could do it is the 18th. We're out of town from the 10th to the 17th. And so by doing that, like this one doesn't have to be totally in depth, but you put your big stuff on here. We plan our vacations now, and then we schedule everything else around that.
Yeah.
And by doing that, if you've heard Brian Fullerton talk about this, you've heard a lot of popular people talk about this, about schedule your vacations first before you. I think Ed, the pond digger, Ed the pond digger and Greg Whitstock work together. Greg is the one that I heard talk about this first. He said that, like, at the beginning of the year, he sits down and puts all of his vacations on the calendar first. His family gets put first on the calendar, and then work events and everything else he does gets put in after that. And so in doing that, you set your priorities. And so when you go into this new year, this first week, like, think about that stuff. Maybe you don't order a big calendar. Maybe you just do it on a whiteboard or something, or you get a flip calendar. You just do it month by month. I don't know what works for you. But for me, this is what we're going to do. And so I'm excited to see the growth this year. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be a lot ahead of us. I can't wait to reflect in 12 months and see where we're at. We're definitely not going to be done. We're going to have a long way to go. We're probably going to be in a totally different spot next year. I know we'll be in a totally different spot next year. And it may not be what we think it's going to be. Like, if we want to scale the company, it's going to be hard. There's going to be challenges. Like, there's going to be financial sacrifice. We're not going to have a bunch of money overnight. We're going to pour a bunch of money back into the business. We're going to pour a bunch of time back into the business, a bunch of effort. And I think by sitting down and having these conversations now, though, it's going to put us on the same page for when those times come, those decisions come.
Yeah, this is a little deja vu. I feel like we did touch of this last year.
Those say no moments come, we're going to be together.
Yes, you're going to be good with that, saying no.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to be yes. You're going to have to be good with saying yes a lot, too.
I already have been.
Well, you're going to be good at saying yes because we're going to do a lot of reinvesting into the company if we're going to scale it.
Uh-huh.
And that just is part of it. It's part of growth. And so there's going to be a lot of risk along the way.
Is Jack awake?
No. What are you talking about?
I hear banging.
Maybe. Well, that was me.
Banging on the crib.
I was in the chair. I don't know. He may be awake.
Anyways.
But.
Oh, yeah. Another thing we're doing with Jack this year. Well, were you closing it out?
What are we doing?
Putting him in school.
What?
Not literal school.
I was like, well, good news to me.
No.
Yeah, we're going to put Jack in daycare 1 or 2 days a week. Not a daycare, our church.
It's our church daycare.
It's like a half a day.
Still a big deal for me.
Yeah, but it comes back to using our time wisely.
Well, it's so that I can do work.
Yeah, we in Savannah. This has been. We go back to 70 Half Hard. Y'all have all heard this. We've talked about this on the air. We've been pretty open about it. I would be happy to talk to anybody who's going through anything like this. Like, it has not been an easy year for us. We've worked through a lot of different struggles and trials and just like trying to figure out how to make this life work. And that is Savannah being more involved in the business more, staying home more. And the stuff that comes with that is like, we talk about being productive with your time. When Savannah's home from her hospital job, she has to be productive.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do that with
all I want to do is nothing.
Well, it's hard to do that. I've kept Jack at home plenty of days by myself. You can't get anything done with a baby.
Yeah.
Like, it's just impossible.
With Jack, at least. Listen, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like to talk to anybody, okay, that feels like they can be productive at the computer or on the phone with their 15-month-old. And then you can tell me when I'm doing wrong. Yeah. Because Jack Jennings is a monster. Okay.
That's the clip we'll use.
I love him. He's not doing anything
just wild.
wrong.
He's just wild.
He is so wild. He scares everyone.
He just runs around. He's having a good time.
He's living his best life.
He's running.
He's discovered the toilets, if that tells you anything about how much fun we're having right now. Cabinets.
Yeah, everything.
He is so, we're not going to go on this whole thing, but like, he loves books and he wants you to be reading him a book every single minute, every day. And he will bring you a book. He will turn himself around and put himself in my lap, which is so sweet. And like, I will miss this one day. I am not naive to that. I'm a very sentimental person. It is so great. But there are still things I got to get done.
Yeah, you have a little bit of time while he naps. That's the thing.
And I'm like trying to mentally like recover from the hour and a half, 3 hours I just spent chasing him around, pulling stuff out of the toilet, putting stuff back in cabinets, cleaning up the goldfish.
Welcome to parent life.
It's so fun.
All these people that have older kids, like, y'all are so dumb. Y'all are so naive.
No, I think they're like, oh, you're going to blink and it'll be gone.
Yeah, maybe.
They miss it a little bit. I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it is fun. I wouldn't change any of it, but it presents its own challenges.
But putting him in daycare a little bit, this is, I've obviously done a lot of thinking about it. We have both. It'll provide him, he will get some socialization. He will be taught here. It'll be good for him and for me. It's literally 2 days a week for
like 3 or 4 hours a day.
Yeah, like half days-ish. But anyways, I didn't mean to go off on that. But that's something this year that's actually going to be big for us because of how much it's going to allow me to do work-wise.
It goes back to using time wisely.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's a sacrifice, but it's part of it.
Yep.
And so it's all about building these things, figuring out as you go. It's not anything that I'm an expert on, that you're an expert on. I mean, we're just figuring out what.
Yeah.
What are you holding?
I'm just thinking about this year and how excited I am that we're going to say no.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
I'm just kidding.
Savannah the Tyrant is coming out
That's not true. You had your time. Let me have mine.
Savannah is literally, she would just say no to everything if she could. I have to always convince her.
That's not true.
Like, come on, let's go have a good time.
No.
Exactly. The year of no, 2024. Woo! The year of no.
Best year of my life.
Until I tell her she can't have a Starbucks or a sweatshirt from Nudes.
Okay. First of all, I don't know if you can say that. No one knows what Nudes is. It's a brand. Everyone calm down.
What kind of brand?
It's a basics. My sweater is Nudes. What I'm wearing right now.
It is a influencer.
It's not. I mean,
Savannah has been
started it.
influenced.
And I hashtag influenced others for nudes. Anyways, no to everything but those things. Anyways, gonna be a great year. 2024. All jokes aside, it's not that I want to say no.
This podcast is going so many directions. There's nobody listening at this point.
I think this has been our best show yet.
Why? Because
of 2024.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. You're a comedian. Did you try stand up before you went to be a nurse?
Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't do it.
Jeremiah
thinks
goodness.
He's so funny.
I'm pretty first person.
You took that joke from the show we were watching an hour ago.
Hey, look, I can't think of the quote. I'm terrible. I cannot remember. Okay, don't start that. I cannot remember quotes of things like verbatim, but the old adage or whatever the quote is like, fools create their own, smart people copy. And so,
never heard of that.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. That's the Jeremiah Jennings version. Oh man, guys, I hope you have a good start to 2024. If you're listening to this on your first day of 2024, then
good luck.
Who knows how your year's going to go? But we do appreciate the support if you do. So, 2023 was awesome. It was a great year. We grew a lot in the podcast. We grew a lot of new people, a lot of new relationships.
It was a great
That's
year.
what it was about. That's what the whole show's about. Means the world that you do listen to the show. Let us know. Like, shoot us a message, shoot me a DM, share the show with others. If we can ever help you, let us know. Like, you can tell we've got a lot to fix ourselves and work on. But I know that it's something that we learn the best when we talk to the people who are going through similar situations. And so, if you can build a community and get around people who are, then I think you're going to go a lot further than trying to handle it all on your own. And so, if we can ever help or be a sounding board, always reach out. We'll do whatever we can. I appreciate all of you being so helpful and generous to us, just letting us know that you think about us, you pray about us, you're thankful for the show and what we put out. It does take a lot of time and a lot of effort. It's not easy. I'll be honest with you. It's not easy coming up with new content every week, 3 times a week, and just trying to be relevant, be fun, but also at the same time bring good, actual meaningful content. This is not just an entertainment show. I don't want it to just be an entertainment show. I want you to come listen, learn, grow, and try to hopefully turn into a different person in the next couple years. Just of help just self-development, growing yourself, growing your relationship, growing your faith, and all those things as well. So we've got a big year ahead of us. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be very, very rewarding, I believe, in years to come. This is going to be a big foundational year, I believe. 2023 was a big yes year. It really was. We started digging the foundation for a lot of things we have to come in the future. This year's going to be a lot of execution, a lot of hammering down and going deep on those. And so I'm excited. It's going to be fun. What do you have to say? Anything else?
No, I'm excited. It's going to be a good year.
Excited
2023 is going to be hard to beat in a lot of ways, but I think 2024 is going to be good.
Excited to say no?
Excited to say no.
All right, guys. Well, channel your inner whoever you want to put in place there, whoever your role model is. Go get it this year. Make sure if you're going to set goals, make them achievable. Make them big. Go chase your dreams. It's going to be an awesome year. It's going to be a big year to come. They're going to get to see a lot of you at a lot of different events. We got the LCR Summit in Atlanta. I'm going to be going to that for a couple days on the 9th and the 20th of July, I'm pretty sure.
July?
Oh, January. Yeah.
I was like, that's
January
in a couple
19th
weeks.
and 20th. Yeah. 2 or 3 weeks away in Atlanta. That's going to be fun. And then we got trades. All the normal stuff. We got the Lawn Care Life is in February.
I was about to say, you got some stuff before that.
Yeah, Lawn Care Life is in
going?
February. That's in our hometown, so come down and see us.
That's so exciting.
It's going to be fun. We finally don't have to travel to an event.
I know.
That'll be awesome. And then we'll have trades in July. We'll be seeing you all in, where are we going? Bahamas, Mexico? Somewhere. I don't know.
Bahamas?
I don't know. Going somewhere I've never been before, so excited about that. And then we got Equip, LAO, all that fun stuff to go along with it. It'll all be here before you know it. If you do want to register for Equip now, you can use code GG50 and save 50% off.
Early bird gets the worm.
That's right. The early bird gets the worm. So go get it, guys. Hopefully you crush 2024. It's going to be an awesome year. Thanks for tuning into the show, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.